We are hosting a series of videos highlighting an employee in each department that has had an interesting and/or progressive career path within the city of Boynton Beach. Today we are featuring Nicole Blanks from the Art and Public Places Department. Nicole, can you first tell us how you became interested in the art career?
Well, I've always been into art and design. I graduated from Savannah College of Art and Design years ago. I won't say how many years ago. And I've always been in a creative field. I was, prior to this, I owned my own company for a couple of years, but for the past probably 15, 16 years, I've been a director of design for a women's apparel company. So it's a lot of project management in the arts. But I was looking to get into something that was a little more community driven and creative at the same time. And when I saw this position open up, it was really exciting to me to be able to bring my skill set that I've built over the years into something totally brand new for me. So something that was a little more community oriented and something that could possibly create more opportunities for local artists or just bring community and artists together, because it always starts new conversations and it's a great way to just involve everyone from all walks of life in the community.
Can you tell us a little bit about, for those that don't know, the Art and Public Places program and what that means to the public?
So Art in Public Places is integrating public artworks into the community. So anyone in the public, it's free to see, free to feel, free to experience on public property as well as private property in some cases. But so it's in the open all the time for you to enjoy without having to go to a museum, without having to pay fees, family friendly. So it beautifies the communities.
And how many do we have now
About 86, 87 or so now, and growing, and growing.
Wow. And our latest installations, which we're so proud of, and Nicole's been the back force of all of those being installed at Town Square. If you could just tell us a little bit about the art that's being installed in Town Square.
So our showcase piece, Reflections Across the Street in Kapok Park, beautiful Kapok Park with a butterfly garden, so check it out. It's a beautiful kinetic piece. It's a really a showpiece for the new Town Square in Boynton Beach. It's beautifully lit at night. It'll celebrate the community and holidays with different lighting as we do the water tower. And across the street from that, right outside the City Hall lobby, we have Synesthesia, which is a really cool piece that will be completed hopefully over the next week or so. It's an interactive piece, so when you walk through the pillars, you hear different nature sounds and lights, and you see the reflections, and it also lights up at night. So you become part of the art piece when you experience it. We also have five or six new installs in City Hall lobby, varying from photography to paintings, watercolor, sculpture, and that's all in public spaces. So when you come to City Hall for paying your utilities, coming to the library, you can experience those as well. There's plaques with descriptions of each of them and the artist's names. So you can also check out the artist's other works on their websites, and those are all local emerging artists that are in the City Hall lobby.
So wonderful. And hopefully, Nicole, you and I'll be planning a kind of cultural Art and Public Places tour in December where we can explain each of those pieces. Nicole can explain each of those pieces to the public that would like to come and meet the artists and also enjoy the art that we have here.
Would love to.
Yes, so fortunate that we're able to show local art, emerging artists in our new Town Square. So you started off in the city as, what was your title and your title now in the growth pattern?
I was the public art assistant when I started, part-time public art assistant, and for the reasons I mentioned earlier, I wanted to kind of change my career path at this point to something a little more community oriented and still with my love of arts, and to be able to do those two together I think is a really, really awesome opportunity. So starting at part-time gave me the opportunity to kind of get my feet in, because this is new to me. I've never worked in a municipal environment before. So being part-time gave me the chance to see if it felt like it was right for me, and it definitely was from the very beginning. I knew it was what I wanted to do. So I've been here 9 months now, and now I'm full-time public art coordinator.
We're so happy to have you.
Happy to be here.
Could you just tell the public what a typical day looks like for you? It's an interesting position. You're not sitting in an office for 8 hours a day. So, and barring outside hours too.
Yeah.
It's kind of a 24/7 job for you, I think, but if you can explain a little bit what a typical day
It is. There's definitely no typical day,
Right.
which is the exciting part for me as well, because I don't want to be stuck doing the same thing necessarily behind a computer all day every day. So it ranges from being on the phone with new developers and explaining our program to them and where their funds are going and how they're being spent, and then it can range from being on site for installations, going over site plans with developers, meeting with artists about new opportunities, posting on social media, planning placement for new art, and the list just goes on and on. Doing the background with artist agreements with the city and what the city will be able to provide for the artist, planning art events like the upcoming kinetic event that we have going on in March, first weekend of March, March 6th and 7th, so it'll be a great event. And
So there's no typical day.
there's no typical day.
And you love that.
I do.
You love that.
Yeah.
I think it's interesting for the public to know that you actually came into this field from a design end standpoint, which was would it be common to say a commercial job into the municipality public service realm?
Yes.
Okay. So when we're looking for employees, don't feel like you can't apply because you've had years of service or years of employment with non-municipality,
Mhm.
because we welcome a different viewpoint here in the municipality. And in this particular position, which is a very creative position, those are some of the skills that we would be looking for. And then lastly, I think, what's your favorite part of working for the city of Boynton Beach?
My favorite part so far has been just meeting the artist and just letting the artists in the community know that there are opportunities for them and being able to work with them from the concept of their piece and then getting to celebrate it at the end. Just seeing the entire process and being able to make the back end of it not so intimidating to the artist. So that's what I'm here for, is to be the liaison to make things run smoothly. Because I know being a creative, for me, I'm a little bit of both brains, but sometimes creatives don't necessarily want to or like to deal with some of the technicalities of things.
Details, yeah.
The details, which they shouldn't. They should focus on their art. So if I can make that process a little smoother so they're happy with their result and the community can enjoy it at the end, I think that's the best part.
It is. And if you were going to give anybody advice on getting into an art-related field, whether
Mhm.
it's design in the private sector or in the public sector, what would you give those people that may have some interest in getting into the art field?
I think the most important thing is to be open-minded and just be a sponge and just soak in knowledge, research why you enjoy art, why you're into it, the processes of it, and if you do find yourself in a position like I did part-time, just make sure that if it is new to you, be open to learning from your coworkers, because a lot of people I work around here have been here for years, so they know all the processes and
Don't even tell them
municipal.
how long I've been on the call.
But it's great. It's great to know, you learn from other people's experience, and that's how you gain your own, so.
And I think with art in public places, correct me if I'm wrong, Nicole, you are dealing, similar to our department, with multiple departments.
Yes.
So almost every department affects art in public places within our city, correct? So
Absolutely.
That's probably
Yeah.
an exciting thing too. You're not sitting at your desk and, calling an artist, you're really working with 17, 18 departments.
Mhm. And it's such a great opportunity to kind of cross the departments together. It's like with ADA grants, we can do programs with them to bring awareness to their causes. Same back and forth with marketing department. And so it's all just a big moving puzzle.
Big team. Well, thank you again, Nicole. We
Thank you.
appreciate you.